My name is Matt Scoble.
My name is Stevie Cox.
The gym I'm from is Optimum MMA.
I fight out of Elite TC.
My coaches are Jamie Woodland.
My coach is James Pullen and Steve Brinkman.
I weighed in yesterday at 64 kilos.
My current weight is 67.1, I think it was.
I fight amateur.
This is my debut fight. No wins and no losses.
My current record is 0-3.
Got into MMA, we were watching like Never Back Down. Just thought I'd do something new.
Got into MMA for a friend. Turned me around.
The style of fighting is mainly groundwork, a bit of jiu-jitsu. I like to stand fight up.
My style of fighting is stand-up.
I think of Rumble on the Rock as a good show. I've seen a lot on YouTube. I heard a lot of good things about it. About it, really.
Rumble on Rock's good. I made my debut at it a year and a half ago. So yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah, we've had a bit of a juggle around with our fight card tonight, folks. And Stevie with some figure-hugging shorts on there.
We've got Steve Cox from Elite TC, and he's in the blue or red corner.
So what?
The blue or red corner. He's in the blue corner.
He's in the blue corner. He's finally made up his mind. Those shorts are very becoming.
Michael, how long have you been involved in Rumble in the Rock?
I started Rumble on the Rock.
You're the creator of Rumble in the Rock.
2 years ago. Well,
2 years ago. So tell me, how did you? Why Rumble in the Rock? Why did you decide? Is this profitable? Is this your passion?
Well, it's like we were discussing early off mic that Jersey's a little bit behind the UK. Obviously, the UK MMA is huge in the UK now.
Yeah.
Now,
tonight, as we speak, we have Bama, we have Extreme Brawl, we have Cage Warriors, and what's the other show?
Shock and Awe.
Shock and Awe. That's 4 very big shows. One in my own hometown. I've come all the way to Jersey when in my hometown Aldershot there's a big fight show. We've got Ian Freeman, who was an ex-UFC champ, who was a Cage Rage World Champion. He's MCing in Aldershot, my hometown.
Right.
But
it's been, well, the guys have done a fantastic job. They've come out.
I might have to bring some of my guys over.
Say that again.
I might have to bring some of my guys over.
Definitely. That's what we want to see. English guys, Stevie Cox and
versus Matt
Scoble.
Optimum MMA. Are these both Jersey fighters?
No, one's from Scoble's from Bath, and Stevie Cox is from Leighton Buzzard.
Oh, English guys.
Both English guys.
Yeah. What do you know about these dudes?
Well, Stevie's a very young lad, making his debut. We've heard big things about him.
What have you
heard? Well, he, as you've spent a bit of time.
Stevie's in the tight shorts or the looser shorts?
Stevie's in the tight shorts. So for a debut fight, that's quite a brave.
Gone for a double, and he's picked him down. And so you heard big things about Steve, who's on top now. Yeah, he's looking impressive. He's looking very confident.
Very, very smooth guard pass there.
He's not mucking around.
Not at all. Got the mounted armbar here.
I like it. I think he's
mounted armbar, but Matt's looking very calm.
The rule is position submission. He hasn't quite got the position here.
But you can see there, you can see that it's his debut fight. He got a little bit excited and didn't have, as you say, didn't have the correct position to pull off that.
This is Stevie's debut fight, yeah?
It is, yeah. Matt's a bit more of a wily veteran, shall we say. He's had a few fights.
Yeah, when I was 17, I thought I could take on a gang of bikers with my green sash in Lao Ga Kung Fu. Little did I know, what a load of rubbish. These guys now actually have real-world abilities that will defend them in a real-world street self-defense situation.
Absolutely. These guys, very, what's the word, cross-trained athletes?
Yeah, they don't just learn Kung Fu or kickboxing. They learn how to grapple, wrestle, box, kickbox, simultaneously, all at the same time, and transition from each and every area.
Exactly, and they do it as well. They, as you know yourself, strength and conditioning programs, nutrition, dieting.
Right, we've talked about Steve. Who's the guy on top?
Steve, it's Matt Scoble's on top.
What do you know about Matt?
Matt has fought once before on Rumble on the Rock. He fought in our second or third show, I believe.
I was a young man. I was hungry. I wanted to rip everybody's head off. It's actually, I've got more docile, more pacified the older I've got.
Well, I think when you learn more about the sport and you become better trained, it changes your mentality.
I give that round just slightly to our younger dude, just because he was a little bit more aggressive.
I have to agree with you there. I think he was, the takedown that he landed was very good, the guard pass. And when he was on the bottom, he was very calm. I think that made the difference in
As
that
I
round.
look at them both, they're both puffing just ever so slightly. But I would say that even Stephen, no one's more particularly knackered than the other. Knackered's a technical term.
And the Elite TC corner team there, pumping up the crowd to
Here
get
we
behind
go.
their young fighter.
Right, who's it going to be?
Telling them to enjoy himself. What great advice. Just enjoy yourself. First time out in the cage. Age or beauty?
No,
what do you
he's
think?
keen. He's up for it. He's smart. I love that. This is what I like. He's enjoying it. That is great for the crowd. There's nothing worse when you're in the crowd as a novice and you see two guys, basically, I'm going to be rude, crapping themselves. You're like, oh, I don't want to see this. It's car crash. It might be entertaining, but it's not pleasant.
Oh, exactly.
If you've got a conscience, and I don't like to see violence. This to me is not violent. This is a sport.
Well, it's technical.
Two consenting adults playing a game.
Exactly.
Gets a bit rough. Right, so we've got a younger guy.
They know what they're getting into, yeah. We got Stevie Cox on top. He's in Matt Scoble's close guard now. Matt was looking to work something before. Stevie's posturing up there. Obviously, amateur rules say no headshots on the ground.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. I want to hit you in the head.
Exactly.
Now, amateur rules, they can punch to the head standing up.
They can, and they're trading teep kicks here. Yeah, they can strike to the head standing. They can't kick to the head. If you notice Stevie there, what a great knee that was, but Stevie's looking to pass guard here, land some big body shots, and he's got to side control. Looking very calm from the top position. Forearm across the throat. As you know yourself, that will restrict Matt's ability to breathe.
Yes. Not very nice when you've got an elbow in that position raining down in your face.
Exactly, and it stops you being able to turn your head effectively away from punches. Have you noticed that little push kick that Stevie's doing to the knee there? A la John Jones. John Jones using a lot of that in the UFC at the moment.
Yeah, one of my favourites.
I have to say, in all honesty, I'm not a big fan of that technique. I think it is quite vicious.
The push kick?
The push kick to the knee. He's fallen into guillotine here.
Yeah. Wow. Here we go.
Matt's managed to get out of it. This is another great fight from two relatively inexperienced guys.
Even though these guys are, you know, trying to kill each other, afterwards, they might not go and have a beer, but they're going to be friends.
Oh, exactly.
There's a respect.
Well, you see them there. They're hugging after each round, and they're putting the effort in. Both guys just executing the techniques that they've learnt in the gym. Who would you say is more tired then? I can't really see.
I don't know about
Matt from here.
Checking out the ring girl. Sorry. Oh yeah. Oh, we got a job to do.
Apparently it's round 3 next.
Oh,
that's what she was trying to tell us.
Yeah. No, was she Polish or English? I mean,
I can't tell you that one actually. Brunette. I'm not sure of the brunette one. I know the blonde one's English. Jersey.
One more round.
One more round.
Who's it gonna be, baby?
So who would you give it to so far? I think I agree with you that Stevie took that first round, but that second round.
I don't know. I don't know.
Very close. I think it's great the way Elite sees Stevie, the young lad. His corner team are just helping him enjoy the experience.
What does the TC stand for?
TC Training Centre.
Where are they based?
They're based in Leighton Buzzard, which I believe is near Milton Keynes.
I'm sure I've been there once.
Again, Stevie coming forward with that push kick to the knee. Followed to the right hand. Just still both trying to gauge each other's distance.
I don't like our younger guy's guard. It's a little bit low.
It is a little bit low, yeah.
As a striker, predominantly striker, I'm like, yeah, look, this is his. You said this is his first fight.
This is his first fight, yeah.
I like it. I'm gunning for him. You always, when you see a fight, you always try and have a natural inclination to one of the fighters, and I want the young guy to win. I want to see him progress.
Well, you definitely want to see someone in their first fight just give a good account of themselves.
He's
and
keen.
He's working a half guard here, Matt Scoble. Stevie, I imagine, would want to progress the mount from here.
You know what? Do you know what? Sometimes I remember seeing who's the WWF heavyweight wrestler who won the UFC?
Oh, Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar beat Frank Mir in half guard.
Yep.
You know, just by standing, it's pure weight and power. It was a pure domination. It made me realise, hang on a minute. And I used to see Matt Linland, a wrestler, Greco-Roman, who trained with a lot with Randy Couture. Yep. They loved being on top in the half guard.
Oh, for sure.
It makes you realise any position is dangerous if you know how to use it.
Oh, definitely.
I feel quite.
He's going over for the armbar here. He's thought better of it. Looking just establish a strong mount.
Such a game of chess.
It
what
is.
do I do? Do I punch a bit, open up? These guys know what they're doing. I'm quite impressed.
Exactly. You can see Steve very mature for a young lad in terms of his fighting ability.
You matchmade this, yeah?
I put this match together.
Who's the matchmaker for the UFC?
It's Joe Silva. Oh, he's got the armbar. He's got the armbar. It doesn't look.
Position submission.
Yeah.
He hasn't got it.
He doesn't have it on his hips.
I know Joe Silva very well. I mean, he selected me to fight in the Ultimate Fighter.
Oh, yeah.
I say that because it's all about them. I've seen a lot of mismatches in my time, but I'm very impressed with what you've done here, mate. It's oh, what's he got there?
Oh, he's got an armbar again.
He might have that. He might have that.
He hasn't got it on his hips again, so he can't talk it.
Position submission.
There's more going instead of getting his
hasn't got the leverage.
Exactly.
What he's using is brute strength.
Exactly.
No, yeah.
Right, well, what an effort and what a fight.
I think that would have put some serious pressure. Was that the third round?
That was the third round, yep.
Oh,
Yep.
that's us.
What a finish to the fight. I think he's edged it with those 2 submission
I
attempts.
believe I have to get in there.
Definitely.
Right, we're going to the judges' scorecards. Do you know what? I don't know who's got that. I don't know. I was just commentating on that. Very entertaining. Right, officials, do we have a decision? Could come? It looks like they're studying really hard because they saw what I saw. A big battle of the chest, a lot of skill, a lot of heart. Fighters to the center of the cage, please. Okay, after 3 very interesting rounds, backwards and forwards, as I was commentating it, I was like, wasn't sure. We have a unanimous decision in favor of Stevie Cox. And unfortunate, but very, let's hear it, commiserations. What's your name, sir? Matt. Matt
Scoble.
Matt Scoble. Let's hear it, Matt Scoble. How long have you been training?
About 2 to 3 years now.
2, 3 years. Where do you train?
Elite TC, the best club going.
Who's your boss?
James Pullen.
James. I'm impressed, mate. He's good. He was composed. You know, he had a lot of potential. You got potential, sir. Please put your hands together for Stevie Cox. He's going to get smashed tonight.
Thank you. And,
thank you to anyone.
and good night. I want to say thank you to all my coaches, Steve, James, and Ben, and to the other fighters, Marty and Sam.
Please put it together, Stevie. I was really impressed. Good fight. Well done, guys.